Did you ever go to a carnival or amusement park and look at yourself in the funhouse mirror? You look pretty different. Today we're creating small versions using tiles. Take a look at this mirror. When you look in it, you can see all these different versions of yourself. It's super fun, and you use it to see yourself in a new way. So let's show you what you need to get started. You need a styrofoam disc and some paper fasteners and some discs mirrors. Just any type of circle mirror will work. And then you also need a big fuzzy chenille stem to go around the outside, and some craft glue and some paint, a foam brush, and supplies for painting. Okay, so the first step is to start painting your mirror. The disc is, it's made from foam, so using the foam brush, I just like to get it a little bit wet. Okay, so blot it out a little bit on your paper plate or plastic plate, and then dip it into your paint. So you have a nice wet brush with a lot of paint, okay? And then just start brushing it on. And this is going to help spread it across your tile. So make sure that you get all the way down into the surface of the foam like that. And do it section by section like this so that you can make sure that your section looks good before you move on to the next area. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside, and you would want to go ahead and complete that. This one is dry. And you can see there are some areas that are darker where I had more paint, and a little bit lighter. That's okay. It creates a lot of texture on your disc. And we're going to cover a lot of this with the mirror, so this creates a nice mottled background for it. Okay, so the next step that you want to do is attaching your chenille stem around the outside. And this is a long piece of great fuzziness here. And what you'll do is take your paper fastener and add a little bit of glue here to the end of your brad paper fastener. Just use some really thick craft glue for that. And hold this against the edge of the disc. And then remember, this is all dry, okay? So that's an important step. Just come close to the edge of this and press it in, and press it in as hard as you can. This has a wire core inside, so it does have some shape to it. Okay, so as you start wrapping it around, it will take on the shape of the disc. You just need to anchor it down every so often. So you'll use another brad and do some glue again, and the glue is just going to help hold it in place with your brad. And of course it dries clear, so if you get a little bit on your chenille stem, that's okay. Just make sure that you place these fairly evenly around the edges of the disc. Okay, so keep pressing these in, and then work your way around the whole disc. Okay, and then you're going to let that glue dry while you do the next step, which is to attach your mirrors. I should say at the end of your chenille stem, you want to make sure that your ends are overlapping underneath one of these fasteners. So when you get to the end, just tuck it under that original brad. Okay, so now you're ready to arrange your mirrors. And what you can do is just work on creating your design. And we'll have a picture of this on the web so that you can, on our website, so that you can see the arrangement of the mirrors. But basically you want to create a little bit of a mosaic. So you're layering the sizes together so they're not exactly, in a row. Maybe you'll put one of the bigger ones down here, one of the medium ones over here, a little small one in between, so that you can create the pattern. And while you're arranging this, think about all these different fun faces you're going to be making at yourself when you have this mirror all done. It's going to be fun. So fill this in. And then when you have them in a way that you like, then you're ready to glue. And for this step, you're going to use some heavy-duty craft glue. Okay, so I'm just going to move these down a little bit. And these are some adhesive mirrors that I found, but you can use mirrors that don't have adhesive, or if you have some like mine, just know this isn't very sticky on the back, so that's why you need to add some extra glue. And especially with a surface like this, you want to make sure that they're secure. So just my tip for putting glue on this mirror is make a line around the center of the mirror, and then use your craft stick to kind of even it out so that you get good coverage on the back. And then you're ready to press that into place. And I got a little bit on the front there. I'm just going to clean that up with some soapy water. Okay, so once these are all in place and dry, then you're ready to attach a hanger. The hanger is made from a chenille stem. You're going to cut about 8 inches. So just use scissors or a wire cutter to cut that off. Then what you want to do is fold it in the middle, okay, just making a loop, twist it together, and bend your ends in by about 1 inch. All right, so on my finished one that's dry here, I'll show you how to attach the hanger to the back. What you'll do is flip your mirror over and then use the end of a craft stick. You can use a pencil, make a little indentation toward the top, then add some glue to the end of your chenille stem and then press it into place in those little indentations. And you're going to let this dry, and then you're ready to hang your mirror up. All right, enjoy.